Today's June 2nd. I told you guys that I was going to get a membrane sweep this morning, which I did. It is 1:56 right now. I've been in the bed for the last 2 hours, resting and all of that. But yeah, so I went in this morning. I had an appointment at 9:30, and it moved fairly quickly for it to be an early appointment. Anyway, she did the membrane sweep. She had to do it twice. She attempted twice because I have a very long cervix. And so it was the first attempt. She was trying, like she was really trying. But she felt like she couldn't get a really, really good sleep or whatever. And then, or just like a really, like this is like, I think a sweep. Or like when you move your hands or your fingers in circular motion or whatever up there. And so at first she really couldn't get a good sleep, so she had to go right back in. Yeah. And then she went in a second time, and she said she was able to do it, but it wasn't her best sweep because, again, I have a really, really long cervix. But obviously, due to her being able to do it, I was, my cervix was soft, but just not as soft and as short. So to me, I was very disappointed, very, very disappointed. But, like my husband said, like it could have been worse, where it was like, where your cervix isn't open at all, so we can't do anything at all type of thing. Because is it impossible to do a membrane sweep if your cervix is closed? So, or hard, whatever. So, yeah, but I was still pretty bummed about it because also I wanted to be induced at the latest by like Monday, which is like in 3 days. And that's not happening. So I was very, very sad. I was more disappointed than anything because my midwife was giving me all of these things to do to help baby, and I've literally been doing all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, there's nothing that she told me to do that we have not been doing. So it was just like disappointing. And I don't know, like maybe I'm looking at everything the wrong way or whatever. I just, like my husband can tell you, I'm just, when I set my mind to something, I try to give it my all. And I don't know, I think I just internalized it completely wrong or whatever. But yeah, so then we left the doctor and we went to Cracker Barrel for breakfast, which it was good, but again, my mind was just like gone for real. And then we came home, and then Avery and I talked about everything, and I kind of just expressed myself to him. Like I really could not articulate how I was feeling beforehand because it was like anger, sadness, disappointment, just a whole bunch of stuff or whatever. But then once we got home and I laid down for a little bit, I was then able to cry and just tell him how I felt about everything. And I'm really grateful that, he was here to uplift me and stuff like that. And I think like more so if the wordage was different, like whereas like, okay, yeah, we were able to do a successful membrane sweep and I'm 100% sure it's gonna work. Or I mean, like I just feel like I think that's what I was looking for. And I also was looking for them to say, okay, we're gonna give it well, the biggest thing, because the membrane sweep is like really like not 100%, it's like 50-50. Well, really the percentage is lower than that. But I think where my disappointment came from was I wanted them to say, okay, we will give these 48 hours because, you know, if it was successful or whatever, like you have 24 to 48 hours or whatever, and then after that it's like it really wasn't successful. So my thing was like, I expected them to say, okay, in 48 hours, if you don't have the baby, we'll go forward with the induction. Instead, like they said that, but instead they want me to go an entire like another they want me to go to past they want me to go another week, and then we'll talk about induction. And so when I heard that, when I tell you, like, I just shut down. I just completely shut down. Because I don't want to go another 7 days plus, because you got to think about it. Like, the chances of me going in 7 days and then them checking me and then them saying, and then, okay, we'll do the induction. The chances of the induction happening the next day or like that same day is very slim. Okay. So the only thing my brain can compute is like, shit is really like, I'm about to go for like, it's a possibility I can go for like 10 more days, like 7 plus 3. Like I go in Friday and they like, okay, we'll induce you Monday. Like, who wants to be pregnant 41, like going into a 41 weeks, or like for like, who wants to be pregnant that long? You know what I'm saying? Especially when your body feels like crap. So that's what I heard. That's like, I didn't hear, yeah, like I didn't hear anything else except for that. But she did put some different oils on my stomach and stuff like that. So yeah. But anyway, so, but you know, babe and I talked about it, and I feel a little bit better while I was taking a nap, which I really couldn't get deep into my nap for some reason because my legs began to cramp. My left leg began to cramp, and then I woke up like, is my leg cramping? Because that I haven't experienced leg cramp. Like, I only experience leg cramping when my period is on. So I was like, oh my God, that's a good sign or whatever. But and then like the right one started cramping, and then I went to the back. Like, so I'm good right now. I don't feel it anymore for real. But I feel more pressure than anything in like my butt area. So I'm about to get up. I just wanted to check in with you guys. I know this clip is super long, but it's super important, especially talking about the midbrain sweep for people that are gonna do it. But yeah, I'm about to get up and like go walking and stuff. I put on like some little athletic wear or whatever for me to go walking. And I'm just gonna try to stay optimistic and positive, because it's a possibility that, you know, between the next 24 to 48 hours, something can happen. And I'm really like, yeah, I'm really praying for that. Like, for real. Like, yeah. Y'all, I would say y'all pray for me, but y'all won't watch this until, I don't know. So, all right, peace. Hey guys, good morning. How y'all feeling? Today is Saturday. Don't mind how I look. I'm telling you, y'all have seen raw jazz. Anyway, so I'm just straightening up. Let me prop y'all up right here. Talk to you guys. But yeah, so today is Saturday. I feel a whole lot better today, physically, mentally. I feel like physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, I feel a whole lot better today. 100% no, but I do feel a whole lot better. Yesterday, I already talked about it, but yeah, I just felt really drained, and I just felt kind of hopeless. Today, even when I woke up this morning, I was still kind of feeling some type of way, but I came downstairs Girl, I got hair everywhere. I came downstairs and I watched a sermon by T.D. Jakes. Y'all know I love T.D. Jakes, and I think it was titled Prep Time. And this is from like 2 months ago. If y'all hear water and stuff like that, I got some waves playing, and it's just soothing and, you know, therapeutic or whatever. Even the boys stopped barking, because they were barking because they wanted to be with me. They have a playpen. I don't know if I showed y'all, but even once I started the waves and stuff like that, even they stopped barking and they literally fell asleep. So yes, we love white noises. We love all type of stuff like that. Anyway, so but yeah, so I was watching a sermon by T.D. Jakes. It was called Prep Time, and let me tell y'all, it was so good. Like, it literally just gave me a whole new perspective about what's going on right now. I mean, it was so good. And then I ate breakfast. Well, I ate breakfast while watching, and then once I finished eating breakfast, I did some work, something I'm working on right now. I started back on that because it's been my mind has been so occupied with getting this baby out that I literally have not really did anything else that does not involve the baby. Like, and obviously what I'm working on does not. So I was able to get some work done with that, and I was able to put some grades in and stuff like that. I am on maternity leave, but I did need to make sure that I had my students' grades in by next week. And I was like, let me go ahead and do this week's grades, and then I'll do next week's grade probably next week, and then school's out. But yeah, I feel a whole lot better. I want to come in and check in and let you guys know that 24 hours, literally an hour and 12 minutes ago, made my first 24 hours since my membrane sweep. And I feel back normal. Thank God that I don't feel soreness anymore. I don't know if I said that yesterday, y'all. Let me talk and get something to drink at the same time. I don't know if I said that, but I was very, very, very sore. Y'all, go to Walmart. So good. And they have like mango, strawberry. So good. I don't know if I said this yesterday, but y'all could probably see it in my face and stuff, but I was very sore. I was very sore because they had to do the membrane. She attempted to do it twice. So sore. Just go on TikTok, go on here and Google, or just type in membrane sweep. And most people are going to tell you it's not necessary. Some people are going to tell you it's painful. Some people are going to say it's just uncomfortable. But baby, let me tell you something. Because they had to do it twice on me, it was very, 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 very uncomfortable. I have a high pain tolerance. But let me tell you something. Once I got home and I laid down, it turned into, I was very sore. I'm just going to say that. I was like, I can't even say what I want to say, but yeah. Anyway, so I feel 100% better today. I thought I was gonna have to get up this morning and literally soak in the tub with Epsom salt and stuff like that. That's how sore I was, but I did not. So I feel like myself again. It even was sore for me to like use the bathroom and stuff, but I do feel better. I'm not having contractions. I'm not cramping. Literally nothing. So this morning they did discourage me. I'm not gonna hold you. It did discourage me or whatever, because when I woke up, I was still shy of like only 20 hours had passed by, not a whole 24. So I was just like, okay, I really want to start experiencing stuff or whatever. I watched a couple TikToks. And the thing about watching YouTube videos and TikToks is that you have to really discern and really pick and choose what information you want, because you can't just, you will really become discouraged as crap if you watch all the TikTok vlogs, and if you just take everything that people are saying and try to apply it to your own life and your own body, you will become extremely discouraged. You will either become really, really happy or really discouraged. And I became discouraged, and I know better. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's body is not the same. You know, our babies aren't the same. Like everything. And so I will say that, like on TikTok, for instance, when you're talking about the mid-marriage experience, you see more people say it's painful than, you know, it's just uncomfortable. So that did freak me out. That's the main reason why I did not get it the week before. And then even this time, the only reason why I got it because I was like, I'm done being pregnant. I'm tired, you know what I'm saying? So I went ahead and, you know, went through with it or whatever. Also, a lot of people go into labor that same day, like hours later, but that same day or whatever. So if you see stuff like that, you may be like, dang, like that didn't happen for me, you know. And of course, I've already said that it's a gamble either way, but you really just have to take something, and sometimes you just have to stop watching it. And yesterday I probably watched, when I first came home from everything, my appointment, I did watch a couple videos, but after that, good morning, girl. After that, I just stopped watching it because it wasn't conducive to what I was feeling, what I was going through, and everything like that. Good morning, guys. So today is June 4th, Sunday, June 4th, and no baby. Obviously, I'm driving and stuff. It is 9:25, so in about literally an hour would make it 48 hours since I've gotten the membrane sweep. And so it's safe to say that it was not successful. But I'm not surprised, for real. I kind of felt within the first, before my first full 24 hours, I kind of sensed that it was not gonna work. But I wanted to stay optimistic, but I felt it wasn't gonna work low key because the only thing I experienced was like leg cramps. But when I say leg cramps, I'm not referring to like Charlie horses or whatever. I'm referring to the leg cramps that I get when my menstrual is starting. So I did experience that, but they did fizzle out. And you know, at first I was like, maybe this is a sign, like maybe this happens after the membrane sweep, but then I kind of realized that that there was another possibility, that another possibility could be that it was just like a reaction from me getting the membrane sweep, because I did have to get it twice and blah blah blah, all that good stuff. So yeah, besides that, I experienced nothing, y'all. Like I didn't even experience Braxton Hicks. Like I literally did not experience anything. So I felt like it was not gonna be successful. And then yesterday I experienced a little bit more leg cramps or whatever. And I feel like they did last a little bit longer yesterday. But again, you guys, so I just finished making the Midwives brew. You guys can see me. Here it is right here. And I have not tasted it yet. But I just finished making it. I did let my tea sit for at least 10 minutes, like most of the girls did. I was able to find apricot, which when I set to pick up my groceries last night, they said they didn't have apricot. So I'm glad I actually went in and looked for myself, because they definitely had apricot. Now they didn't have many apricot nectar drinks, but they did have 2, and I got 2 of them, even though I only needed 1. They were only 68 cents. So yeah, I did get the so yeah, I got this, which is what you're supposed to get, and then I got the classic almond butter in Justin's classic almond butter. So I got this, 2 teaspoons of that, I think 10 ounces of this, and then Walmart did not have any castor oil, which the website did say they didn't have any, but again, they be lying. You have to go in sometimes. So I did go in. I looked twice up and down. They did not have it. I even asked the people that worked there, and the only type of castor oil they had was for like cars, which I've never heard of. But yeah, so I did have to go to my local Walgreens, which is by our house, and I did get the castor oil. You need 2 teaspoons of that. And then the last thing you need is the tea, the Zen tea. They didn't have the regular kind, but they had the organic Zen. So that's what I got. And I think it's okay because it still has let me go find it. It still has the lemon verbena in it. So I think as long as it has that particular ingredient in it, then it's fine. I don't think it's a big difference between it being regular and organic. But everything else I was able to get, you know, the actual brand, or, you know. So yeah, this is the tea. The brew. It doesn't smell bad. It smells like peanut butter, obviously, because it has that almond butter in it. But I have not started drinking it. I have to drink it in 20 minutes. Some people say 30 minutes. Some people say 20 minutes. I'm going to try to shoot for 20 minutes. Yeah, I am very hungry right now, which is so crazy because sometimes I wake up, especially on the weekends, and I'm not as hungry, but I am really hungry right now. So it's like, what are the chances that the day I have to drink this and I can't eat anything, that I'm starving? So, yeah, I am going to try to go ahead and drink this, and I'm going to try to wait a couple hours before I eat. But, yeah, I'm trying to, you know, so I wanted to drink it at 10 o'clock, but I wasn't back from the store. And then I got back from the store. Then I had to let my tea sit or steep. And so now it is 11:15. And I'm just going to start drinking it at 11:20. It's everybody that I watch, they were able to, you know, they tracked the time when they started to drink it, when their 20 or 30 minutes was up, and then when their contractions started or whatever. After I drink it, while I drink it, I'm going to watch a little bit of TD Jakes. And then I'm going to go for a walk. And then I'm going to just start trying to like clean up around the house. That's pretty much what everybody else did. They just kept themselves moving. So I'm going to try to clean up around the house. I clean up every day, so it's really not a lot to do today, but I'm going to try to find something to do, try to find something to keep my brain from off of everything and keep me active. I don't want to just lay in the bed. You know, most of the girls, they did not just lay there. They tried to at least try to help their bodies out or whatever. So I'm going to definitely try to, like I said, I'm going to go for a walk. I'm going to see what needs to be cleaned, or just see what I can do to stay on my feet. And then I may rest a little then, but not too much. I will come back to you guys when the contractions start. I'm really nervous because I have not experienced bad contractions yet. I experienced one bad contraction this entire pregnancy, which was like maybe a month ago, and I was like, oh wow. But I have not experienced anything remotely close to what everybody else has experienced. So I am a little nervous, but I am going to pray. My husband and I, we're going to pray before I start drinking it or whatever. And our bags are packed because for most people, it's an 85% success rate. And for most women, they go into labor within 7 hours after they drink it, 6 or 7 hours. So our bags are packed. I do want to put my lashes on before we leave though. So hopefully I won't be in too much pain. And like I was saying earlier, my only reservation, because I really want to drink my drink in 3 minutes, but my only reservation is that the contractions were so bad for majority of everybody that a lot of people, well, I don't know. pretty much what I did, you know, discover last night, watching all those videos and stuff like that, was that most of the girls ran out of time before they could get an epidural. And I don't like that. But I do think that's contribute to them waiting so long at the house. So I'm gonna try to we live 20 minutes away from the hospital. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, once the contractions are 5 minutes apart, I'm gonna be like, yeah, let's go, because I want to be able to have the birth that I want to have. And you know, majority of people that was drinking the brew, it was too late. It was too late. They babies came out so fast. So yeah, just send up a prayer for me. But anyway, I just want to help you guys on that, and then I'm gonna come back. It is 11:18. I'm gonna come back once the contractions start, or I start feeling something. I'll come back and update you guys. Then once they become regular and I begin to track them on my app, I'll come back. And then once we get in the car, I'll have, if I can, I'll do it. If I can't, I'll have Avery do it. And then yeah, that's that. And I'm praying that this is not all for nothing. So yeah. All right, you guys, I'm about to try it. I'm so nervous, and I have not had nausea this whole pregnancy. It's 11:25. Oh, y'all, it's not that bad. It's not as bad as people. I don't know. I have a high pain tolerance, and I am not as dramatic as most people. But it tastes like a protein shake. So if you're not used to protein shakes and stuff like that, it tastes like a. It's not good. It's not good. But is it like? Oh shoot, babe, start the timer, Lord Jesus. All right, y'all, bye. All right, guys, I was able to get it down in 14 minutes. I know y'all probably think that I came from another planet, but it wasn't that bad. That's no, y'all. It wasn't that bad. It is 11. So I finished at 11:39 or 11:38, 11:39, one of them. And I will keep you guys up to date with when my contractions start. Babe and we're gonna go walking, because I've already said it. You want to keep moving and stuff like that. So we're probably gonna watch 20 or 30 minutes of the sermon from today, and then once I feel like something, well, before I feel something, I am gonna get up. But again, 14 minutes, that's not bad, and that's me running my mouth. So all right, peace. All right, you guys, so I'm on my own camera now. So but you guys just seen me. It was 10 o'clock. Hopefully I think I said the wrong time for my YouTube video, but I said the right time for the TikTok video or whatever. I feel like I said 11, but I did it at 10. But yeah, so it is like 10:55 now, and I came upstairs. I folded some laundry, folded all of the laundry, and then I gave myself like a little facial. I did my eyebrows, and I put my lashes on. And I'm just prepping myself just in case it happens this time around. I am about to oil my scalp. And that's really all I have to do. And then put everything back in my hospital bag, like my makeup and stuff. I'm going to continue to drink water, because a lot of the girls were saying, even the midwives were saying, that castor oil can and does sometimes dehydrate you. So I have a really, really big thing of water over there that I'm going to continue to drink. But yeah, I just wanted to give y'all an update. This vlog has been super long. I already know I'm going to have to do it in parts, probably even 3 parts, to be honest, because this is not even like the birth of the baby and stuff like that. But I don't know, yeah. I think this time is going to work. Like, I think it's going to work this time. I think it's going to work this time. Yeah. But anyway, so yeah. Hey, you guys. So it is the next day. Today is June 6th, 2023. It is 11:32 a.m. on the dot. And I just came to let you guys know that it didn't work, y'all. I can't make this stuff up. I just can't. It did not work. However, I did have a drastically different experience than I had with drinking the Midwife's brew 2 days ago. And disclaimer, last night was my last attempt at the whole castor oil Midwife's brew thing. I'm not gonna go in depth with what happened with the Midwife's brew. I have clips of that already before this clip. What I will say is that last night at 10 p.m. I decided to take 2.5 teaspoons or tablespoons of castor oil, and I chased it with some Dr. Pepper. It was Diet Dr. Pepper, but it's Diet Dr. Pepper. I did it at 10 o'clock. I wanted to do it at night. I did the Midwife's brew in the morning. I actually did the Midwife's brew maybe at 11:10 or maybe at 11 in the morning, and then this time around I did the castor oil straight at 10 p.m. last night. So I did it at 10 p.m. My husband was recording me. Like I mean, you guys have seen the clip or whatever. What you guys did not see is the aftermath. So I was chilling in bed and I was watching castor oil YouTube vlogs, and it was literally like 12 o'clock. It was like 12:11 because I literally have everything marked down, the times and everything like that. So it was like 12:11 and I was starting to feel it. Like I was starting to feel it, and I was like, oh my God, like it hasn't even been like 3 hours or whatever. So I text my husband because he was in the man cave on the 3rd floor. Well, yeah, he was down. I was on the 2nd, he was on the 3rd. And so I text him. I'm like, hey babe, what time did I take the castor oil? Because he recorded me and stuff like that, so I couldn't remember. And he texted me and was like 10 o'clock. But I didn't see him respond originally because my phone's on silent. Y'all, within like, it's like as soon as I finished texting him, I had to run to the bathroom. And I'm going to try to keep it, I had to run to the bathroom. So I went to the bathroom and I had a bowel movement, but it wasn't diarrhea. It was normal. And I was like, okay. I was like, my system is just, flushing out what I had for dinner or whatever. Because yesterday I made roast, mashed potatoes, string beans, carrots, and stuff like that. I had a roast meal. So I was like, okay, and I had like 2 pieces of bread with the meal. We eat over here, y'all. I cook and we eat. So I had a big dinner, but we ate dinner at like 6:30 and it was like 12. So I was just like, okay, whatever. So I got back in, and I got back in bed or whatever, and I tried to lay on my side. I think I was maybe laying on my right side, and I could not lay on my right side. I tried to lay on my left side, could not lay on my left side. Girl, my stomach was in knots, but it wasn't painful. It wasn't painful. It was just like irritating. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like I can't lay down or whatever, and I don't want to sit on my, on my butt or whatever. So it was irritating. Y'all, by the time I looked at my phone, it was probably like 12:20. And I had to run to the bathroom, like run. And I mean, we have a bathroom in our bedroom, so it's like literally like not even 12 feet away. So I ran to the bathroom because it felt like I just had to like pass gas or whatever. But I'm glad I ran to the bathroom. Like, it didn't give like, oh my God, it's coming. It really didn't. It just gave like this weird feeling. So I ran to the bathroom just in case.
And like as soon as I sat down, I had diarrhea. I haven't had diarrhea this whole pregnancy. I'm gonna keep it a book. Like, so I was just amazed. I was amazed. And I said all that to say, from last night, from me taking it at 10 last night till right now, I've had 5 bowel movements, which is pretty insane. My last bowel movement was like um the last real one was like at 4 o'clock this morning. It was 4:26 this morning. But y'all, it gets worse. I literally, what did not come out, that end came out my mouth. I felt like I vomited. I don't know a nicer word to say. My intestines, my whole life came out my mouth. Like my whole, like, so much that and I did my lashes last night because I showed y'all my lash fell off like I was sweating that bad. I was, yeah. So that's what happened to your girl. And I kind of figured, like, with me getting it out of my system that fast, because again, I took it at 10, and by 1 o'clock, because around 1:15 is when I laid down. 1:15 is when I told my husband, I said, babe, I gotta lay down. I gotta lay down. Yeah, I gotta lay down. By 1:15, so 10, 11, 12, 1. So within 3 hours and 30 minutes, 3 hours and 15 minutes, I had gotten everything out my, like, it's like I digested it, and then it was done. So by 1:15 when I was laying down, I was telling myself, like, I don't know if it's gonna work. At that point, because I felt like nothing was left in my system, and it never made it to control. Like, okay, well, I will say this: I had, like, if you want to call it that, I had like baby contractions. When I say baby contractions, I mean, like, on a scale from 1 to 10, it'll be like a 1, a really, like, it'll be like a 0.5. It wasn't bad. Like, my stomach, when I said my stomach was in knots, you can feel it, but it wasn't bad. Like, my stomach has been messed up before in, the past or whatever, but that's not what was the crazy part. Like, like my stomach contracting, and due to the laxative, aka the Castor, that wasn't the bad part. The bad part is using the bathroom like back to back to back to back to back to back to back, and also vomiting. That's the bad part, because during this sit down. During this entire pregnancy, I didn't have morning sickness. The only thing I had was that I had to be extremely careful all of my first trimester, and like a little bit of my second trimester. Well, really, like my first and my second trimester, brushing my teeth. I had to be very, very, take my time brushing my teeth and stuff. Like, any wrong move would make me. But as far as like me eating and not being able to keep my food down and stuff like that, I never experienced that. So last night was wild. But long story short, like I said, it's been over 12 hours now. It's actually been 13 hours and 41 minutes. And that's the only thing I've experienced. I don't have any contractions. My stomach does not hurt. I've had a full breakfast this morning. It's like nothing happened. And like I said, that was drastically different from the Midwives brew, because with the Midwives brew, nothing happened. So me and my husband was talking this morning. I was like, it's crazy. Like, I'm always on one side of the spectrum, like nothing or something. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah. But we prepped. I mean, we literally, like, we prepped last night, because we expected to be in the hospital right now. We expect to have a baby by now. So we definitely, like y'all saw me last night. I put my lashes on. I did my brows. I did a facial. I oil my hair and stuff like that, and did my edges and stuff. So I don't know. My due date is now in 2 days, and again, there has not been any sign that this girl wants to come out. Like, no sign whatsoever. I am going to do some walking today. I'm gonna try to get a mile in. I could possibly get 2 miles in. It doesn't seem too. I haven't been outside, but looking outside, it doesn't seem like it's too hot. I know that sounds crazy because I'm saying it doesn't look as hot, but for sure I'm gonna get a mile in, and I'm gonna spend some time on my ball. And I mean, that's really all I can do, y'all. Like, I'm literally at the point where it's like, after you done all you can do. Come on, somebody. And that song was in my head yesterday morning because, was it yesterday morning? I was like, coming out of my emotional funk of still being pregnant, you know what I'm saying, and the midwives brew not working and stuff like that. But I kept hearing the song, like, after you done all you can do, you know what I'm saying, just staying, like. So I think that's another reason why I went all day yesterday without doing anything, because I kind of became like, I guess, yeah, you can technically say content, but I just became okay with, like, you know what, either she coming or she not today. And then, like, in the old weekend morning of the app, no, but for real, like, in around 9, like 9:15 last night, I was like, let me try this castor oil. And I was like, that's my last, you know what I'm saying? That's my last thing, because I don't want to keep digesting stuff like that. And I told my husband, I said, baby, I probably never do that again. I'm talking about, even if I needed a laxative, baby, 2.5 tablespoons. Like, be for real. Like, baby, it did all that. I don't even know the directions on the back of the bottle say. Like, I don't even know, in a real life scenario, without having without being pregnant and stuff, how much you are supposed to intake. Because if 2 tablespoons did that, I don't want to see what more would do. And it's a TikToker. She drank the whole bottle. Literally, all you have to do is type in castor oil induced labor or induced labor castor oil, and her video is going to pop up. You're going to know who I'm talking about, trust me. But she did the whole bottle. Her baby came out, within 12 hours. But she did the whole bottle, and I just, we all have different situations, different stomachs and stuff like that. But baby, I'm still amazed, because what happened to me last night and in the early old week of morning of the hour, girl. And it wasn't the diarrhea for me. It was the vomiting. Like, that took me out. Cause like I said, I'm not used to it. So baby, that did it for me. That did it for me. I said, oh no. My husband was like, do you want to take 2 more teaspoons? Now, if I would have never done the Midwives brew 3 days ago, 2 days or 3 days ago, if I would have never done that, yes, there's a possibility that I would have, around 1:15, once I felt like I had got my system cleaned out, I would have taken 2 more teaspoons. Because what I did notice is that, from a lot of the girls on YouTube, they took it, by 4 or 5 hours later, if they still weren't feeling anything, they'll take 2 more teaspoons, and for sure that'll put them right over the edge. But because, like I said, I had already taken the Midwives brew 2 days prior to yesterday, I was just like, no, I'm not doing it, because at this point, I'm just increasing the chance of something happening to my baby. My baby digesting, and then pooping, and then eating. So I'm just like, yeah, I'm done or whatever. So we'll see y'all, and I'll keep y'all updated. Peace.